Hi Niases, welcome back to my channel. This is my first vlog in like 2 months if I'm not mistaken. Mind you, it's not like I'm not passionate about YouTube or anything, but a lot has been going on. However, I am back and I'm here to stay. My goal is that by December I should have 15 videos, and if you're thinking 15 videos by December, this is June, believe me, that's basically me just trying to be consistent. I'm going to get my camera by December, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'll get my camera, I'll get my tripod later this month or beginning of next month. And the thing is that I've been waiting to get the perfect equipment and all of that, but right now I'm not even thinking about equipment, because there are some people who I follow and I'm like, wait, I have better camera quality than these people. I'm like, wait, I can actually do something similar. I can actually put out content like this. While those people are at 500 subscribers, more than 300 subscribers, I'm at 2 subscribers. And I understand that each person has their individual growth, but the thing is that if I started out with somewhere, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to wallow in the past that I did not start early, and I'm not going to also focus on, oh, let me start later when I have it all figured out. I'm going to start now, start building a community, start getting familiarized with talking to the camera, start putting vlogging as part of my routine, something that it's part of me. So I'm used to the whole concept of vlogging, right? And yeah, that's basically what I plan to do. The time is currently 1:45 a.m. It's Sunday 6th of June. And I don't know if I'm going to go to church later because I came back from school. School stressed the living freak out of me. So I came back for the weekend and then I'm going back later this evening. I'm going back to school. So I don't know if I would go to church because yeah, I just don't know. I didn't make any plans for church. If my mom later tells me I have to go to church last minute, I would have to get ready, then go back to school. So if I don't have to go to church, this is probably a bad idea. But if I do not have to go to church, I'll be able to sleep during the day. Anywho, I don't know the direction of this vlog exactly, but just follow me in the whole process. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I have an idea on what I want to talk about later in the video. But for now, let me continue my movie and I'll talk and communicate with you guys after I'm through the movie. You are clutching them. She's fucking clutching it. Oh god, this is so cute. I love 2000 movies. I freaking love 2000 movies. They are the best. Hey guys, I finished watching it already. And I remember at the beginning I said that this. Oh my god. Remember at the beginning I said that this was going to be a FaceTime vlog. Unfortunately, I didn't know I would stay this long at home, so I honestly do not have my journal with me. However, I do have my bag. This was the first tote bag that I ever got. Funny story, right? So like the way my parents trained me, I mean yes, I did have allowance, but I didn't have access to them. I couldn't spend my money. So whenever like I have class girls and stuff who could actually buy all these things, right? And then I thought they were like ridiculously expensive because like I couldn't get them. Not like my parents couldn't afford them, but I couldn't get them. Only for me to get into school and I'm buying all this stuff. I'm like, these things are not that big of a deal. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Take for my cup. Anywho, so for this vlog, we'll be talking about the grief of growing older. I have a weird feeling that the camera that I'm not in frame. I feel like what if my face is not showing at all? So I'll confirm if it's showing and then we'll talk. So this is the actual FaceTime section of the vlog, and we're going to be talking about there's a kind of grief in old growing older. I have like some quotes here that I just got off my Pinterest. The first one is I want to grow up might be the dumbest thing you've ever said. The second is being an adult is the dumbest thing I have ever done. The third is life is weird. First you want to grow up, then you want to be a kid again. And looking at these three things, I feel like watching 13 going on 30 is something that has kind of pushed me towards this mentality, towards thinking about this. Because it's something I've thought about quite frequently, but I feel like just because I watched something of this sort, this I want to say nine, but this is currently 3:49 a.m. I've never slept and I might have to go to church tomorrow. But probably because I watched something that emphasizes on the fact that we are not getting any younger and growing up is not all that. I feel like um there's a kind of grief in growing older. There's a poem I wrote some time ago about this whole growing up thing. And the truth of the matter is that as much as I want to grow up, as much as I want that future, I want to be that girl, because I know that it's going to get better eventually. I know that I'm advancing, I'm developing, I'm figuring things out. So I'm not necessarily bothered about growing up. But the thing is that I also want to enjoy these little moments. I don't want to be so caught up in preparing my perfect future that I don't enjoy this present moment. I want to be a kid. I want to be a teenager. I want to do those fun things. And as crazy as it sounds, I want to make those mistakes teenagers make. I want to grow older and look back at all those mistakes and the silly of the silliest things that I've done. I mean, that's the fun in growing old, if you get what I'm saying. I just said chicken cuckoo. It's waking people up. I have not even woken up. Hold on, I need to check if I'm in frame. I mean, I am in frame now, but let me confirm. I won't even talk. Anywho, so the first thing is grieving the person that I used to be. When I think about my younger self, when I think about younger Ellie, she's a very, very sweet person, a very, very pretty person, very considerate, very passionate, very empathetic, very, very nice overall. And I'm not saying I'm not all that anymore. I'm not saying I do not possess all these qualities. But then it was like no matter what, the world had not yet attained me. I was very soft. I had like barely any worries. The world had not yet like being cruel to me to the point where I'm should I say selectively kind or selectively nice to people. And I feel like you watching this, you're not allowed to judge me. You probably do the same thing too. Because you just notice that some people don't exactly deserve your kindness. I'm not saying people are not deserving of kindness, but you realize that sometimes you should not go the extra mile for some certain people. And as much as I appreciate the fact that I'm going to come to the realization that yes, I need to put myself first and yada yada yada, I also miss the person I was where when I was just like, just happy, just I just existed, right? It's not like my younger self was better than the person I am. I have made mistakes and all that. But this person I am and that person my younger self just existed. She was just happy to be alive, right? She was the girl who thought friendships would last forever. She could not wait to be older, and she had no idea what was coming. She had no idea what the future was going to be like exactly. Because there are certain things that are going on right now. Like never in a million years would I thought that I would be here or I would have access to these things, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy because what do you mean that I'm doing this? What do you mean that I'm not a kid anymore? Like there are some friendships that I had, and like children's friendship does not pass. I will not give you my pencil. Ha, what's the color of your salad bites? But like it's just like all those basic things. Like I like cheese balls, you like cheese balls. Oh, we are best friends. Like I mean, that's not exactly how we work, but like that was the basis of friendship then. But now friendship is so much more than that. We have like you really have to worry about friendship now. Like friendship is now like you have the academic level, the physical level, the emotional level, the spiritual level, the financial level. Like there's so many things you know how to worry about in terms of friendship. And it's like, yes, I do appreciate the fact that I'm growing older and I can make good friends. But what do you mean that I have to like try categorize this in the name of friendship? Then the second thing I noted here is called the last time phenomenon. There are certain things that just stopped. Not that I can pinpoint a certain time when it stopped or a certain time where I was like, oh no, I don't want this to happen anymore. It just stopped because apparently I'm growing older. An example is the last time my mom carried me. Like it's not like she announced that I'll stop carrying you anymore. It just apparently I'm too old for her to carry me. Or when she stopped picking outfits for me, the last day of primary school, the last sleepover with a friend who slowly became a stranger. This one is like in between. Because like at first I was writing it based off on me, but this one is like also general. Because my parents sleepover. What did they do as a sleepover? What do you want to go and do here? Oh my god, my parents are the best. I'm just saying like I'm like an inside kid. I don't go out. Like see if uni did not require me like leaving, like oh my god, I'm not going anywhere. Like that's just it's like I'm an inside kid. But that's by the way, if I'm being honest. It's just like there are certain things that nobody can pinpoint exactly when it stopped. And it's not like we prepared it's not like I prepared myself that okay, I want this to stop. It just seemed to stop. And then looking back, you're like, oh my god, I remember when we used to do this. It's not like we prepared for all these things to stop, but it's like they just happened to. And that's like a bittersweet thing. Because in as much as there are certain things, for example, when I graduated secondary school, oh my god, that was like a very, very bittersweet moment for me. Because like, yes, I'm graduating, but like where did the time go? Like, where did the time go? What do you mean I'm graduating? Like, I remember when I was like, oh my god, I'm going to secondary school, and like, what do you mean this girl is graduating already? The third thing I have here is growing older means collecting ghosts. So when I say ghost, I don't mean ghost as in haunted spirits or witchcraft or any of those spiritual Halloweenish blah blah blah. I actually mean like fragments and the past, ghost of past friendships, old dreams, childhood homes, old routine. It's basically memories, right? Where you have memories of certain things that you don't do anymore. Like this is the illustration I always use. Think of relationship as a ship, right? And then if you guys are both in the ship in the same region, it's easier to like keep the ship moving. But the moment where you guys are still in the ship, like the ship is like far apart, so it's like you kind of have to split the ship into two so that you both can hold on to a part of the ship. But there's no, it just can't be the same. Even if you're like, oh, I'm going to take very, very good care of my part of the ship so that eventually when we come together, it'll still be the same. But it can never be the same. And that's just the thing. When you grow older, these things happen. These things are not the same anymore. These things change. And it's like, even though these things have changed, it's like I'm still carrying the memory of this version of me into my next phase, into this next part, this next aspect, this next chapter of my life. It's like this never really leaves me, but at the same time, I'm like, what do you mean I've grown old already? Another thing is missing things that she wanted to leave behind. As a child, there were so many things I was tired of. I was like, I want to grow older so I can start doing this and stop doing this. But apparently, I think I just want to go back sometimes. I want to leave primary school. Primary school was wonderful. Primary school was wonderful. I went to two different primary schools. God, primary school, like you can see what I was saying, my primary school was wonderful, right? And then I literally just wanted to get it done. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm tired of primary school. Like, people are making money. They're making trillions. People are starting business. What do you mean I'm in primary school? And then now I'm like, it's not like I want to go back to primary school, but it's like, yeah, I miss it. Look, like, yeah, I miss secondary school too. My secondary school wasn't the best, wasn't the sweetest, but that doesn't mean I don't miss my friend. That doesn't mean I don't miss people I saw every day, or should I say, like, I saw every week for 3 years. Like, it's just, if you're wondering, I joined the school like in SS1. That's why I'm using 3 years, not six, right? And it's just like I desperately wanted to leave these people behind. I remember on my VS, I cried, right? I cried that night. And then I was thinking that I'm not even very, very close to everyone in my set because, like, not everyone is a typical nice person, right? And there were some certain things that did not make the school the best experience for me. And I was like, wait, am I seriously crying? Well, it was like the fact that I'm actually starting my life. Like, this one is like, I'm the main character in this story. I'm not a supporting character. I'm not like the side piece. It's like, this is me. I'm taking my life. I'm leaving this environment to go and start my life, like, actually. And it's just like the nostalgia is very weird. Another realization I've come to is the fact that adults don't know everything. I don't know. When I was younger, like basically when I was younger, like I was so small and so tiny, and I would literally be looking up to adults both figuratively and physically. Excuse me, both figuratively and physically. I'm literally looking up to those people. I'm like, oh my god, is there those in secondary school? Or just say those people that were hyping uni. Nobody talked about the stress, and it's like I'm like, yeah, I want to be an adult. I want to do all of this someday. And now that I'm doing some of these things, I'm like, it's really not all that. Like, it genuinely is not all that. Probably because I was a child and I was not living in that moment, and it seemed like something so out of reach. It appeared like, oh my god, this is something I genuinely really want to do. But like, I mean, it's genuinely not all that. And then I realized that everybody is figuring things out. Just even if you're a child, you're an adult, you're a hey, I beg you. You're a child, you're an adult, you're a grandparent, you're like no matter what aspect of your life, you're still figuring something out. And even those it girls, right? There's still a part of them, there's still an aspect of their life that they're figuring out. So it's like nobody really has it all figured out. Adults don't really know everything. And yeah, that's just it. I can't change it. I can't, you know. I feel like my lips are chapped. I'm growing old and I can't change it. I can't turn back the hands of the clock. I'm growing old. I'm not a child anymore. And that's just the truth of the matter. And yeah, that's exactly why I'm doing all of this. I'm documenting my life on both TikTok and YouTube. My gloss has finished. Can you imagine? I need to buy it. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm growing older. Mom would have bought me chapstick for me, but now I'm growing older. I mean, mommy gave me money to buy it. It's not expensive, but still, mommy would have bought it. So I'm not even have to know that it has finished because it's already here. W mommy in the chat. Yeah. So it's like I'm documenting my life on both TikTok and YouTube. I think I said at the beginning of the video that there are people that probably don't have as good camera quality as I do, and they've started and they are at 300 subscribers, 500 subscribers. They are making good progress on TikTok. There's someone that does not have that good of a camera. She has 15k followers, and it's not like I'm comparing my journey to other people's, but I feel like that can be toxic for me. Been there, done that. Honestly, it's not a pretty sight. It's not all that. It's not wonderful here. And then I'm like, I'm not going to compare my journey to other people, but I'd rather use it as a motivating factor so I can start my own journey. Because what do you mean that I've been procrastinating? I've been saying, oh, my camera is coming in January. I mean, yes, I'm saving up for it and all that, but what's the assurance that I'll get it January? What's the assurance I'll get it by December? And if I don't, will I not postpone starting till I get it when I can make so much progress in that time? And like, it's just that I want to start, I want to document. And the thing is that, like, my last videos, I currently have only 2 subscribers. My last videos got, trying to think of attraction, I think one got 14 or 17 views, whether I got 7 views. Mind you, those are still viewers, those are still people. Because one thing the internet has made us be like, yes, because people get 30k views, people get 2,000 likes, that doesn't mean that 200 people are not someone. Like, there's this thing I saw was like a picture of 200 people. Was it a picture or a drawing of 200 people in a room? Do you know how packed that room looked? So 200 people is not small. It's not a small number, yeah. So it's actually enough to be called a community of people, and that's what I'm focusing on creating. Time is currently 4:31 a.m. I think I've started this vlog since around 12:39. You guys, I don't even know if the plan is to go and sleep because I'm so freaking tired. Like there are 3 options. I can go and sleep, I can go and like watch TikTok, and I can study. But I think the thing is that I'm going to sleep because like my eyes are closing on its own. Anywho, thank you guys for sticking. Thank you to those people who are subscribed. Thank you for watching this vlog. Thank you for following to the end. This is the part where I go to bed.